Welcome back to my perfect pitch training. This is like record keeping kind of stuff, so I don't expect this to have a lot of views. This is not exactly what people look for browsing content, but I like having this here as a way of updating just keeping track of where I'm at. Keeps me practicing. Sorry, there we go. I know it's probably irritating to listen to, but all right. This week, I have finished lesson 20 on the David Lucas Burge channel. Oh, it is, by the way, it is October 24th at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 8:30. My clock is saying 5 hours ahead of time. I don't know why it does that. It just does it sometimes. Not always, but sometimes it does that. And it's just like, okay. But it's actually Monday. Tuesday is tomorrow. So yeah, I finished lesson 20 on the David Lucas Burge course. And then I spent the rest of the week just focusing on ear meditation. I personally believe that I've been really slacking off on it, and I was kind of starting to realize just how important that is. I think as an exercise, that matters a lot. And I hope one of my goals is is to finish the course and then give it like a full review and like an in-depth review. Because there's not a lot of, first of all, not a lot of people own it. And then the reviews that you read on Amazon, it's been years since I've checked out the Amazon reviews, but some of those were like, well, I made it through like 10 lessons and then I gave up and it's like, it didn't do anything for me. And it's like, well, that's not very helpful because you just stopped. And like, I can't take that seriously if you didn't complete the course. So I want to do like a little bit more in-depth review of it if I finish it. I'm going to finish it and I want to give it an in-depth review. So I'm hoping to do a little bit better this week with the ear meditation and making that a focus. And then after that, I'll be on to lesson 21. There's 24 lessons in the whole course. So I am nearing completion of the course. So I think one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have to find a way to record my piano keys and then use those as a test, just to see if I do any better on, like when listening to the piano I've been practicing on rather than this keyboard, because the timbre's a little bit different. And I want to see, okay, can I at least tell all of the notes on the piano? We'll see. I'll find something. Anyways, oh, and if you have not already listened to my most recent song, go check that out because I appreciate all the support. That's the way that you can support the channel. I need my call to action in there. I'm not going to tell you guys to like and subscribe. I've already thought about this a little bit. It's like, how many YouTube videos will tell you to subscribe and to ring the bell and comment and all that stuff? And like, listen, I have never rung the bell on any YouTube channel. Every YouTube video I watch, which is a lot, it's telling me to ring the bell. But do you know what I don't do? Ring the bell. Okay? So, and same thing with subscribing. It's like I subscribe to some people, but only if I really want to. It's just, yeah. Anyways, so go check out my music. That's a huge thing for me. So it really does support the channel, and support me. So here we go. Okay. All right. So I guess a G is A flat. And we're one semitone in. That was a pretty good start. So I knew it was either F or F sharp, but I guessed F sharp. That's F. We've got a semitone. Boom. E 0. Yeah. I hesitated there for a second because I'm like, how good is my relative pitch? And I'm just taking all of them as they come. You know, like if I get an easy one, I get an easy one. You know, I don't count octaves. So if I get the right note but it's the wrong octave or whatever, like I don't bother about that stuff. You know, this is just like a way for me to keep track about how good my perfect pitch is. And you know, if I get in like one that's like a half step away or a step away, like this one was like E to F sharp. Well, obviously I know a step. Well, I did not when I did like check, like, okay, no, that does sound like an F sharp because I overthink things. So, but anyways, I don't worry about it if I get an easy one. I just roll with it. So, all right. So that was a B, and I guessed a C. C. Oh. Okay. It was E. I guessed E flat. Okay. Guessed a G. It was A flat. And that was 1. So those are both 1. Okay. F sharp. Zero. Zero. Got lucky on that one with the easy relative pitch. Ah! Same one. Same one. You think I'd remember. So, I've had a few lucky ones. Like, and by what I mean by lucky one is it's like, oh, this is a step up or step down, or it's like I can kind of tell with relative pitch. My relative pitch isn't good, by the way. Like, I don't have like super relative pitch, which I should probably work on more than I do. I don't do that enough. I know I've had this one yet. So I guessed A flat. It's like reverse. Right. Or G. It's 1 semitone. because it sounds kind of F sharpy to me, but then I like thought F sharp in my head, and no, that's not an F sharp. Ooh, E flat. So I guess D, E flat, one semitone. Well, isn't that lucky? I'm taking it though. Yeah. That one was like, it sounds like an A, but I can kind of hear also, like, it also sounds like a G. So, like, that must be an A flat. It's kind of like what it's like with perfect pitch. Um, it's like, oh, this looks like red, and then but it also kind of looks like orange, and it's like, oh, well, then it's just red orange or something like that. Like, it's kind of like this in between sound. That's really what it's like. Bam. See, that was not for you to say that. This microphone's very slowly drooping. It's F4, not E flat. That was on me. That's 2 semitones. Oh, it sounds like a C to me. It's a G sharp 5. I was way off on that one. I got to work on my higher notes. That's what it comes down to. I haven't worked enough up here, I think. Okay. Right, yeah, that's 4. So that throws off my score. There's always one. There's always one that I'm way off. Well, let's think about that. Let's look at this though. What are my results? So personally, I think that was a lot better, except for this one. Okay, so imagine I got this like as a 1. Yeah. So I think that's noticeable improvement. So had like I not gotten way off on that last one, so I have one note that I was way off. That was considerably better than the previous, because I had one that I was off by 3 semitones, right? That F and that D, right? And this one I had one that was 2. I don't know. I just felt better overall. I just feel like, even though the actual average is the same, I do feel like I was doing better overall. And had I not screwed up that one, like I would have it a 0.55. So it's like I have one outlier. If this one was like just a one semitone, yeah. See how that's only like a 6/5, right? So that tells me that first of all, I need to work on my high notes. I just know that I haven't been doing those as much, so I'll have to keep that in mind. But it just tells me that like after a few days of ear meditation, like there is an improvement, even if it's not drastic. Because we're like I'm at a point now where I'm not going to be seeing drastic improvement. What we're going to be seeing is more and more evenness, like more and more zeros, more and more accuracy in my notes. Like it's going to kind of hang around this, I think, for a little while. But I think it's going to slowly get better. I don't know. But like compare this to like earlier. This one I was pretty close on. This one 5 2 2 2. Like notice how many I'm getting off here. Now I averaged 1 here. This one was a little bit better, but at the same time it wasn't amazing, you know. And so I think this is a notable improvement with one big mess up. Right? That's what I personally see. Now there was some luck. There were some lucky ones. There were some ones that were easy. Right? So but I personally felt a little bit more confident. So I do think those ear meditations do help. And I don't practice on this, so I know that timbre matters to some extent at this point. But in the long run, I want to less and less rely on timbre. So, and one of my other tests I did, like I accidentally left this on guitar for like in the first couple of them, and I got those ones right. So there's something to it. So yeah, that's our lovely ear test recording. I know it's not exciting, but if you were watching this entire time, thanks. And see you later.